Morning, boys and girls. Hi, everybody. It is Purple Day, and I have a purple shirt on today. I hope you have purple on. Today is Miss Jen's favorite color. She's not here today. Eli came with me again today to help me out, but I don't know what Eli's favorite color is. What's your favorite color, Eli?
Orange.
Well, that was yesterday's color. Wow. So, yes, but Miss Jen's is purple. Does anybody remember what Miss Kathy's is? Red. That's right. Very good. All righty. Well, let's get started. So, we always start our circle time by folding our hands and singing our prayer song. So here we go. Go with us today as we work and play. Help us to be kind and good and do the things we should. Hello, hello, and how are you? Hello, hello, I'm glad to see you. All right, well, the first thing I think we need to do is we need to stand up. So, Eli, you're gonna have to adjust the camera today. All right, and hopefully I'm not too close to you. A lot of our circle time has been sitting down and we're learning about colors, but today we're going to stand up a little bit and we're going to move a little bit. So one of the songs we learned at the beginning of September was head, shoulders, knees, and toes. And I think this morning is a good morning to do that. All right, so are you ready? Here we go. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Eyes and ears and mouth and a nose. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Now we have to go a little faster. Ready? Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Eyes and ears and a mouth and a nose. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Ready? Speedo. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Eyes and ears and a mouth and a nose. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Very good. All right. One of the reasons I wanted to stand up today is because we have a story today, and it's called Harold and the Purple Crayon. And we're going to talk about how we make purple, but in this story, Harold takes his purple crayon and he goes on a trip, and he makes the trip by drawing the crayon. And so he has to do some walking. And so I want everybody, we're going to read this in a little bit, but I want everybody to walk now. Everybody walk, just like Harold. Walk. Okay? And now I want everybody to do a little jogging this morning. We got to wake up a little bit. So jog, which means you stay in place, but you move up and down, right? Good. Now you take your hands, since he's drawing with his crayons, and make some marks. All right? And we've been practicing making our lines, so make your straight lines. And we've practiced making little lines and some circles. And that brings us right into shapes, doesn't it? Let's talk a little bit about shapes today. I have a new game, I'll come right back, that I have at the preschool this year. And I'm going to show it to you so that when we come back in October, we'll be doing a lot more with shapes. This is a game where we lay out the board. And on this board, you can see there's all kinds of shapes and different colors. And the color of the day, of course, is on here, purple. And yesterday's color was on here, orange. But let's look at the shapes, not the color. Let's look at the shapes and not the color. So, what shape do you think this blue one is? Did you say rectangle? You did. A rectangle has 4 sides. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4. And what you have to do is you have to reach into my bucket and find the blue rectangle. So, Eli's going to look, and he's going to see if he can find the blue rectangle. And hand that here. Is this one going to work? No. Why not? Because it's too small. That's right. So we'll give that one back to Eli. Let's see if this one will work. Will this one work? I think that one works, doesn't it? Look at there. So we would have to put the blue rectangle on the blue rectangle. Very good. All right. The next one, the next person who gets to play has to find, let's find one with the color of the day. This one is a what? I'm going to throw that back over. This is a square. Right, let's count the sides. 1, 2, 3, 4. But it has a what in the middle? A circle. Let's see if Eli can find the right one. Well, he found a Purple square, it fits, but is it the right one? Doesn't have the circle, Eli. So let's see if he found, look at there. He found one with the circle. Look at there, he did a good job. Let's do one more of our shapes. Let's do a triangle. A triangle, we haven't talked about a triangle yet. That has 3 sides, and we're looking for the yellow one. A yellow one, he's gonna look for the yellow one and find the yellow triangle. But you can see my board has got all kinds of shapes. You have a yellow triangle, let's see if this is right. It is, and then we'll put it on there. Yep, and it has 3 sides. 1, 2, 3. So that's a little bit of our shapes, which we're going to do a lot more when we come back in October. Thank you, Eli, for playing the game. All right, well, now it's time to move on. Oh, and finish, and start, with our color. But before we do, we always do the date. I'm not in front of my calendar right now, but we're going to talk about what the day is. And today is Thursday, September 24. 24. And if you notice, what color is the number 24? It's purple, right. And what shape are our numbers? They are squares. Oh my gosh, you guys are so smart. So, let's say the date. Today is September 24th, 2020. And it is the first day of fall. Yes, it is. So the leaves are going to be changing quite a bit. And we're going to talk about the seasons when you come back in October more. But there are 4 seasons: fall, spring, summer, and winter. And this one will be fall. Alrighty, so we'll put that on the calendar and let's sing our days of the week. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, the week has 7 days. Yesterday was Wednesday, so today is Thursday. Right, very good. Okay. Alrighty, well, that takes care of our day of the week. So let's talk about purple. It's Jen's favorite color. What 2 colors do we need to make purple? We talked about it yesterday. Did you yell out red? You're right. Did you yell out yellow? If you did, you're wrong. Did you yell out blue? Yes, blue and red. Blue and red. So let's get our bag. And I hope you're doing these things at home. And I hope you made your jack-o'-lantern yesterday. I didn't get to make ours yet, but hopefully for tomorrow I'll be able to show it to you. Take in our plastic bag. And we need to take our red paint, put it in our plastic bag, just like yesterday. And now we're going to take our blue paint and pour some of that into our bag. Okay. And as I said, you never know how much you need. And you zip it closed tight. And then we squish it. And here we go. And we're going to squish it together. And you make sure it's always closed. Now, there are all kinds of purples. As you notice, my purple did not match the purple that was in our square box that had all the shapes in it. So there are different kinds of purple. But I can tell you, let me move this one around a little bit more. And you can see, hopefully Eli can zoom in a little bit, but you can see that the red and blue did mix together and it made a purple. Yep. So blue and red makes purple. Very good. And now I'm going to zip over here, maybe, onto our board. And of course we need our red on our paper plate and our blue. And we need our brush. And we're going to see if we can make our purple. So let's start out with red today. And I'm just going to go back and forth a little bit. Any way you want. Back and forth. And I'm going back and forth. Notice the way I'm going back and forth? Let's take the blue and go up and down. And see what happens. All right. Well, it's starting to change. But not enough. Maybe too much blue? Let's try the red, back and forth. Yep, we need it, starting there it's going. I think we need a little bit more red. More red. Now remember, when we talked about this, it just depends on what colors you have. Let's try a little bit more red to see if it will make it a little bit more purple. And it does look more like it's purple when you have more red. There you go, look at that. We made purple. And we made our lines go up and down and back and forth. Up and down and back and forth. And that's always good practice too when we start writing our names. So we made our purple with our blue and our red. And something that you can make out of purple that we do at preschool is we make what's called a purple people eater. So after you make your purple, you can cut it out in any shape you want and add 2 eyes to it and maybe some hair, and you can make it into a purple people eater, which is sort of like a monster. And we had a story the other day about the green monsters. You can make purple monsters. All right. Okay, well that's a good thing to do. We know that it turns purple. All righty, let's have our story now, and then we're going to play a game. All right? I told you the story is called Harold and the Purple Crayon by Crockett Johnson. And this was one of my favorite stories when I was a little girl. It's been around for a long time because I was amazed that he could make things with his crayon. And I always thought I could. I'm not sure you can though. Ready? Open, shut them, open, shut them. Give them a little clap. Open, shut them, open, shut them. Put them in your lap. Harold and the Purple Crayon. One evening, after thinking it over for some time, Harold decided to go for a walk in the moonlight. This is a little book, so I hope you can see the pages. Okay. There wasn't any moon, and Harold needed a moon for a walk in the moonlight. And he needed something to walk on. See, he's got his purple crayon, so he drew the moon, and now he's drawing something to walk on. He made a long, straight path so he wouldn't get lost, and he set off on his walk, taking his big purple crayon with him. But he didn't seem to be getting anywhere on that long, straight path, so he left the path for a shortcut across the field, and the moon went with him. The shortcut led right to where Harold thought a forest ought to be. He didn't want to get lost in the woods, so he made a very small forest with just one tree in it. Not sure if that counts as a forest. It turned out to be an apple tree. The apples would be very tasty, Harold thought, when they got red. So he put a frightening dragon under the tree to guard the apples. It was a terribly frightening dragon. It even frightened Harold. He backed away. His hand holding the purple crayon shook. Oh dear. Suddenly he realized what was happening. What's happening? But by then Harold was over his head in the ocean. He made water. Up and down, that's the motion to make water. Oh no. But he came up thinking fast, and in no time he was climbing aboard a trim little boat. He drew himself a boat. That saved him. He quickly set sail. It's a sailboat. And the moon sailed along with him. After he had sailed long enough, Harold made land without much trouble. He stepped ashore on the beach, wondering where he was. What did he make here to make sure the boat didn't disappear? Anchor. Anchor. The sandy beach reminded Harold of picnics, and the thought of picnics made him hungry. So he laid out a nice, simple picnic lunch. There was nothing but pie. But there were all 9 kinds of pie that Harold liked best. When Harold finished his picnic, there was quite a lot left over. He hated to see so much delicious pie go to waste. So Harold left a very hungry moose and a deserving porcupine to finish it up. And off he went looking for a hill to climb to see where he was. You notice the moon is still going with him. Harold knew that the higher up he went, the farther he could see, so he decided to make the hill into a mountain. If he went high enough, he thought, he could see the window of his bedroom. He was tired and he felt he ought to be getting to bed. He hoped he could see his bedroom window from the top of the mountain. But as he looked down over the other side, he slipped. Oh no, and there was no other side. What is happening? There wasn't any other side of the mountain. He was falling into thin air. But luckily, he kept his wits and his purple crayon, and he made a balloon, and he grabbed onto it. And then he made a basket under the balloon, big enough to stand in. And he had a fine view from the balloon, but he couldn't see his window. He couldn't even see his house. So he made a house with windows, and he landed the balloon on the grass in the front yard. None of the windows was his window. He tried to think where his window ought to be. He made some more windows. He made a big building full of windows. He made lots of buildings full of windows. He made a whole city full of windows. But none of the windows was his window. He couldn't think where it might be. He decided to ask a policeman. The policeman pointed the way Harold was going anyway, but Harold thanked him. And he walked along with the moon, wishing he was in his room and in his bed. And then suddenly Harold remembered. He remembered where his bedroom window was when there was a moon. It was always right around the moon. And then Harold made his bed, and he got in it, and he drew up the covers. And the purple crayon dropped on the floor, and Harold dropped off to sleep. The end. Isn't that an interesting story? How he made everything makes me wonder where he started out at, because he had to draw his house and his window, which was very interesting. Did you notice the different shapes? What shape is the moon? It's a crescent. What shape is the window? A rectangle. Does anybody remember what shape was on the policeman's uniform? A star. A star. Let's see, does anybody remember what shape the balloon was? A circle. Very good. And what shape was the sailboat? Usually we put on what shape for the sail? Oh, Miss Kathy just told you. Triangle. But this sailboat didn't have a triangle. Oh, that one tricked us. Very good. All righty. Well, we have time for a story. Or not a story, excuse me, a game, and then it'll be time to go. So over here on my board, I have some different color houses, and let's see what color they are. This one is blue, right? What's this one? Green, black, yellow, and today's color, purple. And I have a little mouse, and the little mouse is what color? Brown, which is the color we're going to talk about tomorrow. Yep, brown. And the way we play this game is we say, little mouse, are you in what color house? And you have to guess which color the little mouse is hiding behind. So, are you ready? All right, I'm going to turn this way so you can't see. Put the mouse in, turn back. Oh, Eli's turning the camera too, but you gotta go slow so they don't get sick. And we say, little mouse, are you in which color house should we check? Which color, Eli?
Purple.
Purple, let's check. Nope, he's not there. Make another guess.
Blue.
Blue. Nope, he's not there. Oh, this little mouse tricked you.
Green.
Nope, he's not there. We only have two left. Eli, which one?
Yellow.
There he is. He was in the yellow house. He tricked Eli. Let's try this again. All right, Eli will turn the camera slowly. Miss Kathy will hide the mouse. All right. All right, Eli. Which color? Everybody else, you make a guess out there too. Let's see if Eli's right.
Green.
Green. Let's see. Nope, it's not the green one. Yes?
Black.
Black. We didn't have black yet. Nope, he's not hiding there.
Purple.
Okay. There he is. He is hiding in the purple house. That's so cool. Takes Eli a couple ones. We're going to do it one more time. Are you ready? All righty. All right, boys and girls, look over here. Make one more guess. All right, Eli's going to guess again.
Blue.
Blue. Let's see. Oh, he got it right the first time. I hope you did too. All right. Well, Mr. Mouse will put you right there by the blue house. And that's a good one. Okay. All right, boys and girls. That is the end of our purple day. Tomorrow is brown. And I have a really cool art project for you to do tomorrow. So make sure you tune in and see what it is, and I hope that you can do it. Moms and dads, to do this art project, you're going to need some chocolate pudding. So be ready for that, all right? Okay, well, let's fold our hands, please, bow our heads, and listen as I pray. Dear Lord, thank you for this day in the purple colors. Thank you for all the colors and the shapes that we're starting to learn. Help us to remember the names of everything and watch over us always. Amen. Oh, it's time to say goodbye to our friends. Oh, it's time to say goodbye to our friends. Oh, it's time to say goodbye, so just smile and wink your eye. Oh, it's time to say goodbye to our friends. Bye-bye, boys and girls. I'll see you tomorrow. Wear brown. Wear brown.